Normally, the brain's nerve cells communicate with each other by sending electrical and chemical signals across the synapses that connect the cells. The location of these signals indicates what the brain is doing, such as thinking, seeing, feeling, hearing, controlling the movement of muscles, etc. A convulsion occurs when the firing pattern of a normal PSA level, which is in a man with no prostate problems, is sometimes accepted as being below 4 nanograms per milliliter, but this rises with age. A tumor is considered cancerous if it is able to invade surrounding tissue. This can, however, spread when the cells break away from the main tumor and are transported to other parts of the body via the lymphatic system. This process is known as metastasis. Prostate cancer can be successfully treated if it is diagnosed before metastasis, but entering new host cells. Once inside the cell, the virus takes over all cell function to produce more viral copies of itself. Often, this appropriation of the cell's replication machinery comes at the expense of the cell being able to make all of its own needed machinery, leading to the death of the cell or at least an inability to function properly. After all of the pieces for a new virus have been assembled, heart attack is when that blood flow is blocked. The most common type of heart attack, the coronary artery disease, happens when the arteries that supplies blood to the heart muscle become hardened and narrowed. This buildup is called atherosclerosis. As it grows, less blood can flow through the arteries. When the pupil dilates, the peripheral iris tissue bunches up in the drainage angle and can cover up the trabecular meshwork, causing IOP to rise quickly. This type of narrow-angle glaucoma attack can occur in conditions when the pupil dilates in dim lighting or when eye drops are used to intentionally enlarge the pupil during an eye examination. Far from being a simple needle-like apparatus that many imagine, a mosquito's mouthparts are an intricate set of complicated devices. The labrum is a very sophisticated tool and quite inaudible. It is made up of different needle-like projections. It buckles when the mosquito bites, allowing the internal mouthparts to slide into the skin. Together, they are finer than a human hair and the internal components even smaller still. Two of the needle-like projections have tiny saw-like teeth with which it cuts through our skin as we can barely feel the process going on. During a blood meal, a malaria-infected female Anopheles mosquito inoculates sporozoites into the human host. Sporozoites travel through the blood vessels and migrate to the liver with the singular objective of rupturing the liver cells. At this stage, no symptoms are present. Over 5 to 16 days, the sporozoites grow, divide and produce tens of thousands of haploid forms called merozoites per liver cell. Their flagellum to reach the intestinal walls. The bacteria produce hair-like projections called fimbriae or pili on their surface, which they use to hold on to the intestinal walls. Once the cholera bacteria reach the intestinal wall, they no longer need the flagella to move. The bacteria stop producing the protein flagellin to conserve energy and nutrients.